community that's trying to make a difference in the area. And it does come down to the community needs to make a difference. They need to lift their finger. They need to start helping the businesses, start helping the police to make the areas a better place. And I fully understand the frustration on even the businesses trying to get people to do that, you know, to basically get up and do something.
Yeah, and also, I mean, I want to ask you this, Hubert. I mean, it's easy. I mean, obviously, businesses at most times are victim of crime, if I can put it that way. So it is important for businesses to rally together and indeed actually help policing structures in order to do that. And likewise, when it comes to community policing. Now, I know you guys have many projects that you support. Please tell us about one or two of these.
Certainly, but if I can just take a step back to what Rhoda said with regards to the community and the community involvement when it comes to these WhatsApp groups. I think the community policing aim can be a lot more effective or the idea behind community policing is to help achieve, you know, crime control, reduce fears of crime, and improve the quality of life.
Exactly.
And the police services in those areas. It is literally, you know, if these guys can stop acting like judge, jury, and executioner, and actually use the police community forums, it's a brilliant concept. And SAPS is so dedicated to making the community police forums work and these you know, the sector policing that they do. It's something we have to embrace. Even if it's done properly with the community and the sector policing, you've got community partnerships, number one. You've got organizational transformation for both SAPS and the communities. And there's also problem solving of be it crime, preventative crime, and all of this. But it really means we have to step up as a community and support SAPS.
Exactly.
I mean, you get certain malls that want SAPS policing, but they don't even allocate SAPS parking for them. So when the guys have to come there and do patrol, they've actually got to pay for parking.
Oh, wow.
Yet the guys are there to do work for them. Now, I don't want to come across as being the spokesperson for SAPS. But if we as community and the police are, or community, business, are serious about these partnerships, I mean, a small thing like a parking bay or validating a ticket for the people that's coming there to help you. It's these little things that, I mean, these weird nuances that we can't seem to do or get right.
And that is
now coming back to the initiatives, we've got a beautiful initiative called the Ears and Eyes project or initiative at BAC, and that is literally this initiative. The Ears and Eyes it's to enhance situational awareness of incidences by SAPS and security police, where they have a dedicated command center, monitoring cameras, where we have people, security officers, along with SAPS monitoring. They've got Halo radios, they operate via Telegram. So when incidences get reported, you don't have to go via a 1 or triple number or anything. You've got direct contact with the POCC, and they've got access to cameras. They can send the resources to that place. It's an unbelievable initiative. Yet we still don't have enough buy-in from security. And it's something that they can, if they were to embrace it, they could say to their clients, we members of BAC and the E2 project, and by doing that, they're enhancing their clients' safety.
Exactly.
Yet we don't have enough people or security. They buy into it, but nobody uses it.
And what would be the reason? Just because, I don't know, why wouldn't a person use it? Because the way you put it, it sounds brilliant.
If I must tell you what the objectives of the E2 project is, for example, again, it is to enhance situational awareness of the SAPS by using the private sector, number one. It increases the geographical footprint of SAPS by sharing the information. So you've got that improvement of communication. It also enhances the operational response to crime hotspot areas,
Yeah.
violent crimes, with the specific emphasis on crimes which are heavily dependent on situational information. And if shared, with both SAPS and the using this initiative, you can actually send the resources a lot quicker, which means the guys come in, there's a cash in transit heist. It's not a matter of a reactive something. It is something where they report, they've got access to all these cameras and communication if used properly. It allows it's really a tool to assist one another where needed in a non-commercial and a non-competitive capacity. So you do not have security fighting one another over who's right and who's got to do this, and this is our territory and stuff like that. It is almost preventing that competitive capacity by working, collaborating together with SAPS and security.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a quick one. I just wanted to ask, so I just wanted to get a bit of a broader picture. So you guys are doing malls. What is your basically what have you collaborated, or what have you come together with, say malls now, or police stations on where crime gets committed, obviously on a regular basis?
So there's various initiatives, Rhoda, like we liaise. We have a monthly meeting where we have malls, their security officers, high-ranking SAPS officers sitting together in a forum discussing incidences that happened, how to prevent it in future, what's been done. It's a beautiful forum where you've got access to the top brass of SAPS. You do not have to go via. You've got the SAPS people there, and whatever issues you have, by the time we meet for the mall, the guys have already interacted with one another via either the different social media platforms like Telegram or WhatsApp. So there's a vast source of information flowing to and fro. And I think if more security companies realize how effective this can be as a tool, not only to themselves, but to their clients and the communities that they serve.
Yeah.
It will go a long way in preventing these incidences. It will go a long way in helping with these extortion rackets that is running rightfully now in our city at the moment. In fact, in South Africa at the moment. All of these initiatives, utilized properly and used properly. Say that again?
No, I say that's very important what you're doing.
Yeah.
Especially, I think if you're looking at how many business owners are being hijacked, or not hijacked, even kidnapped, for ransom and that. So it's something that's of serious nature, which I think has to be discussed. And obviously, you guys have the platform to decide, how are we going to solve this? Because this is business people that's actually being grabbed and basically held up.
And sorry if I may, I mean, from the picture that you paint there, Hubert, this is extraordinary because here you have business that liaise with the South African police services and on a regular basis, security companies and everybody. So let's assume now with stuff that happens at a mall, for instance, or in the community, it wouldn't matter. But I mean, this is a direct, like these are the concerns from businesses. This is what we're seeing on the ground. This is what the community forums is telling us. This is it. You liaise directly with the police. They kind of go, yes, we are aware of that. And also they'll go and have a heads up. Here's something else happening. Please tell your members to. I mean, so that is a brilliant that you have that sort of thing. And we just wish you brilliantly the best and all the good things with that. It is an amazing initiative. But I want to change quickly, and I want to ask you this, because in terms of organization that does function effectively, that does come up with amazing ideas. I mean, looking at all the things that you've done in terms, you mentioned the Halo radios, the Ears and Eyes campaign, and all of these things that you do. How do you guys get funding?
So therein lies the fight that all NPOs, NGOs, or PBOs have. We get some funding from Business Leaders SA, from some of the companies, there are a lot of security companies that benefit from BAC and the collaboration or the conduit that we form with them, SAPS and government. Yet the return on that investment, is seldom yielded because for some reason we love the tool, we love the concept, we love the idea, but we don't want to pay for this. So we do things, we get some money for some initiatives, but then we also have to do things like most NGOs is have fundraisers, have golf days, have these fun times and fun days. That takes a lot of work, but it yields very little return. But if you know what I'm saying with regards to that.
Yeah, but you got to do it, and you got a golf day coming up soon. I hear.
We've got a golf day coming up on Friday.
Very
soon.
There it is. There it is.
There it is.
At Belleville Golf Course. Okay.
Yeah, Business Against Crime Western Cape. It is this coming Friday.
Not a bad platform. Mahala Monday is not a bad platform to do a Mahala Friday at a golf day, I think.
Did you hear
Just
that?
putting it out there.
People celebrate birthdays on Fridays, man. So now, if people still want to be involved in the golf day, they can contact you?
Yes, they can. The contact details, I'm going to give away my age now. I've kind of forgotten. But if you give me a second, I'll blame everybody else but me for that. But there is a number that they can contact.
Okay.
It is can I give it to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
082
Yeah.
405
Yeah.
6601, and there's a lovely lady on the end of that line called Jackie.
Jackie, yeah.
And she'll gladly take down your details. I know it's business against crime, but for when it comes to her leveraging money out of you, it will be business for crime. So call Jackie. She'll sort you out with either a sponsored wet hole or a 4-ball.
Yeah.
If you ask nicely, I'm almost certain she'll give you a wet hole without any cost.
And also, if people would like to donate, if people would like to get involved and assist in any way, shape, or form, contacting Jackie would be a way to do it on this number.
Absolutely. We'd appreciate lots of prizes. We normally have quite a decent golf day where we have something like 16 wet holes.
Oh, wow.
There's a field of about 33, 34 4-balls.
Wow.
So it's quite a full 4-ball.
Sure.
And each and every person wins a prize. We make sure that everyone gets a prize.
Wow.
There's lots of raffles, mulligans. There's a gift bag that you walk away with, courtesy of Spa, sponsored beautifully by them. And you'd swear you've won. So whether you play golf like a certain Alfonso Stoffels, you will still walk away with something that is meaningful, besides the toilet paper.
Yeah, shame. Yeah, I've heard it's a long day for certain people.
And there I must say, all the ladies out there, encourage your men to go into this golf course, because you know what? We anyway grab those parcels when they get back and raid those golf bags at the end of the day. So encourage them to go.
Ladies should go play.
My daughter must have always raised the bag.
All right, so you got to go check it out. Hubert, final thoughts from you, man. Anything else that you can tell us? And just from our side, man, we wish you well, because it's immense and very fantastic work that you do. And with us, and I know it's not easy, but just keep it up. Any final thoughts from you?
Yeah, work with SAPs. They can only be effective if we give them the information. They can't do anything about crime if they don't know about it. So if there's something happening in your neighborhood, in your communities, report the crime. That's how they allocate resources based on the stats. So work with SAPs, work with business, work with your community leaders, and report it. There's toll-free numbers that you can use utilize it. That's all I can say.
Excellent.
Hubert Paulson, thank
you.
you so much for your time, man. Thanks for joining us. We know you're a busy man. Thanks for coming on Mahala Monday. It was wonderful seeing you, and thank you very much for your insights. And we wish you and everybody involved with Business Against Crime just absolutely the best. And fingers crossed for this
Golf day.
upcoming golf day, which is just a
On
couple of days
Friday.
away. Yeah. Best wishes. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thank you, and all the best.
Yeah. Hubert Paul say everybody. So that's very easy. So here's the number. You can contact Jackie. It's 082 405 6601. That is 082 405 6601. You can get in touch with Jackie. And also, if you've got a contribution to make, this is certainly something to consider, which exactly to what Hubert has said, Business Against Crime. This is a fantastic forum. And let me just say this, because he left a gold nugget right at the end there, where he said, and this is the thing, when you see something in your area, unsavory and all of that, you've got to report it. You've got to speak up about it, because this is how resources are allocated to your area. If there's one police officer in your area, we're not talking a police van, just somebody walking on a foot, walking around, it's because nobody reports. This is the best area to be in.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's like a graveyard.
Yeah.
Nothing happens there.
Yeah.
So, that's my point. So if you're complaining about not police officers' lack of response, that is definitely one way to do it. Then you'll have cars, vans, several people walking around. This is what it's about.
And what I'm wanting to say on that, and the public out there, obviously, the frustration of, obviously, the bother of having to report this. If you're not going to report it at the end of the day, nothing's going to be done. And you're not going to get the resources that, like Dugald says, is going to be allocated to you.
Yeah.
So no matter how small you think, if a laptop gets stolen, you have to go and report it.
Yeah.
So it just automatically, they can see then what type of crime is happening there and how to allocate, obviously, resources to within areas. If it's robbery, armed robbery, it obviously varies. So they need those stats. They need you to make it basically lay a charge.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to something, I'm thinking now like something like, with the Ears and Eyes campaign that Hubert was saying, we're talking about intelligence. If you hear rumors, if you're wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah.
You can always apologize afterwards. Nobody's going to act on it. There will be an investigation. You got to understand that there's due diligence that's followed with anything, right?
Exactly.
But sometimes you just, you know when you know. So that is it. But once again, thank you very much to Hubert who came on. It was really good seeing him and having him on Mahala Monday. He always delivers amazing insights. And now you can actually see why he's the chairperson of something like this. Huh?
Definitely.
Amazing insights always delivered. You can see it. So definitely get in touch. Just that number, in case you missed it, it is 082 405 6601 is the number to contact Jackie. And if you want to make a contribution, definitely speak to her as well. And also, there's a good platform definitely to engage in. But over the last couple of days, there's certainly been some interesting things. This is where we rant and rave, and Rhoda rants and raves and complains about it. But we focus on feel-good things. So things that make you feel extraordinary, right? There's enough negative stuff going on. We don't want to hear about that. If you're having a negative thing, well, sterkte. You know what I mean? Good luck with it, is what I say. But I want to start off because I want to talk about sport first. I want to go there first. Now, there's two big stories, of course. Depends on who you support. A lot of international football happening. And then just this weekend, Bafana did their thing. And, man, I don't know. So here's my take, okay? Because this was an interesting game. Okay, we played against Liberia. It is what it is. We drew 2-2.
Oh, okay.
Now, you know the result. Now, let me ask you this. Bafana drew. Are you upset about it, or it doesn't matter? Or it's okay, it's a result, right? Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
They led 2-0.
Oh, they led 2-0.
All the way.
Wow.
Then just by the time the game was almost done, we're talking like seconds ago, Bafana does a Bafana. They snatched a draw from the jaws of victory. Do you know, it's like that middle child. Last born. Do you know, like if you've got 3 kids, the first one is always just performing. Now, let's just call that one the Springboks. Performing, right?
Okay.
Like doing well, they leave him his own devices. He just does well. And then your second child, when like the Proteas, you're not sure what to get. You know what I mean? Like, no, but like, sometimes you get that, and sometimes completely horrible. Like, you're not sure, the middle child. Then that last born.
Which is Bafana.
Do you know what I mean? You putting in all the effort.
Everything,
You don't spend as much attention as on the first two. You don't plow in your resources. You send to private schools, private tutors.
Okay.
That just don't care. That child, you homeschool this child because you don't want this child to take public transport. You homeschool the child and then the child is absent. I'm just saying, it's, So, I'm only saying this because now they're playing tomorrow night and we got to win. We got to win. So we're not going on permutations, a draw and then this one must draw for African Cup of Nations to get in, okay? We've won this tournament before. Let's remind ourselves of that. But the funny thing was that the coach, Hugo Bruce, was so upset. He walked off the pitch before the game was done. What? So with seconds ago, he stormed off. Then, at the post-match conference, he didn't come out to address the media. He sent Helmut Mkalele, who is the assistant mentor, to come and do it. And I blame the journalist a little bit because the journalists were like, they were almost causing a mutiny, going, no, we don't want to hear from you, we want to hear from him. Which is wrong, and they demanded to see him, and this is the rumors that I've heard now. But I thought it was wrong because I would have asked Helmut Mkalele up front, when do you start playing again? Because Lord knows we need him to come back. The thing is, I don't think it's skill. I don't know if it's desire, work ethic, or whatever. Hugo Bruce eventually came out and said he was too angry to speak to the media, and he was too upset. He was too upset. Now, fair enough.
He's honest.
Does that give you reason not to talk? You're the coach.
You're the coach, but
Does that? I know you. This is Hugo Bruce is telling us he's upset. He's been a coach for how long? I've been a supporter my life.
True.
Do you know what I mean?
Said something, even if he just sat there and he said, you know what, no comment, I'm mad.
What?
But at least be there, sit there.
But it is like whoever is the coach is like, what you gonna say? You know, Moss. What?
Our guys did bad. You know what? They're disappointed. Yeah, you kind of.
Man.
You need to be you need to man up and basically just say it the way.
Do you know what? In terms of South African football, in terms of the resources, we hosted the World Cup. What we have compared to the rest of, if you look at how other African countries and please forgive me for using this phrase, overachieved at the World Cup because North African side, brilliant. Where are we? Do you know what? We're not even. Do you know when you look at a page and then on the computer it says next, blocky 8? That's where we are when it looks to FIFA rankings. Oh man.
Shame, man.
But anyway, that was it. So good luck, Bafana, tomorrow night.
Good luck. Don't be that third child.
But the second child, amazing things happen. But we just need to be patient with Bafana.
Okay, we have to be very patient.
We just need to be patient. Okay, we just there's a season for everything, Rhoda. Maybe this is just the forever season.
Let's hope.
And you know, forever is a long time because ever is long, and now there's a number in front of it. 4. I'm just saying that's even longer. All right, so then Proteas. Did you check this out?
I didn't, Dugald. I'll be honest with you.
The Proteas.
Look.
Oh,
Hubert
says Bafana is like a brother who's in prison. You love him, but you
don't want it.
No, it is exactly like that, man. Yo. You know.
Oh, guys, you're making me laugh.
It's like.
Oh,
do you know what? I actually had a joke which I used to tell. It's a rude joke, but I'll do it anyway. It's like when you hear like I said to you, oh no, your son has now made selection for provincial sport. As soon as it was like, oh, you got the call up to the Bafana, and people immediately, hi, my condolences. That's basically, I know it's rude, but it is what it is. Because man.
It is. I'm sorry.
We just need to be patient. We need to be patient.
How long, Dugald? How long?
No, but I know the frustration.
Oh,
I know the frustration.
it's been
But
very long.
we can see the changes and things are happening, so it's good. In the meantime, the Proteas played on the weekend as well against the West Indies. All right.
The second child.
So they lost the first T20. They lost. Then Windies go into bat for the second one first. Hits a score, and I wrote it down because of 258 in 20 overs.
20.
No score has been bigger. This is like a world record.
Oh wow.
Guinness World, like who got clapped the most, who who was the worst in Proteas. Then they must go bad. Okay, this was now all this weekend.
Yeah.
So I was aware of the score, and let's call it halftime with the change of the English. I was aware of the score, and I thought, hey man, do you know what I mean? I was like, nee, nee, gaat ons al
just
weer.
forget
Do you
about
know what I
it,
mean? It's like one of them. And then it happened. Miracle. Do you remember the 4-3-8 game? Quinton de Kock hit the fastest half century ever on his way to his maiden ton for South African cricketer in T20 format. And we won. With like several balls to spare, 6 wickets in hand, we chased down this mammoth, gigantuan score. They did it.
Gee.
Now they play again tomorrow night
Yeah.
at the Wanderers, so we'll see how it goes. But outstanding and well done to the Proteas. That was it. And it was one of those where I think it was a moment that was just missed by a lot of people. But outstanding result, really outstanding result. Fabulous. Yeah. And then that's good. It was raining sixes, man. You imagine how many sixes? Sure. So that is on the sporting front. Outstanding stuff.
Yes.
Then I've got a bizarre story, which is not bizarre. It's a sad story and like what the hell kind of vibe. The Thabo Bester thing. Okay. So
Is
firstly,
this for real?
it has to be.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm glad you say that because I was
I
thinking
was
that
like,
the whole time. This is fake
yes.
news. This is like gearing up for April Fools. Do you know what I mean? And if we think about it, it's still a way. But you know, these April Fools, we like to do
Yes,
things
this is like
earlier. We like
I
to
thought
do
it was
things
April
earlier.
Fool's joke.
Exactly. So the Thabo Bester
Wow.
story. So just to fill you in on it, this is the man that was dubbed the Facebook rapist. He did horrible things, convicted murderer, and all of these things. And then he was given life for lots of years. And he's at a private facility, not a government facility prison.
A
Private facility. And this is the thing I told you to remind me of, which was what? Private security or something. But anyway,
security, that's right.
Yes, at a private facility,
boo-boo.
according to reports. I don't know the man. Then the bra escaped.
And how?
The bra escaped. And last year, May 2022, there was a fire and somebody burned death. And they said
In
that's
his
him
cell.
in his cell. Cell number 53 or whatever the cell is. The person is dead there. Taboo, shame, what a pity, and all of this. It turns out it's not him.
Yeah.
The man is nowhere to be found. He was spotted, or people looking like him were spotted shopping, living in mansions, doing amazing things. Who's the deado then?
Exactly, Dugald. You know, I was more worried about who's the person that was laying there. Because what poor soul actually had to take the brunt of literally the brunt of this? It's scary.
And apparently they hit the ook on the head and then they torched him or whatever. Or Thabo now or whatever. But here's the thing. Has anybody filed a missing report thing within the prison?
How did the
Surely are
body
you
get there?
missing people? Blue Mallow? Hello? Who? Surely
How do
in
you
the
get the body in
prison
there?
population, hulle moet say,
They must take a roll call.
exactly, nobody
who?
comes into prison willingly.
Exactly.
It's not a bra they got from come and join us. We're going to make a fire and oops, accident.
Exactly.
But anyway, now, so now this guy is gone. Nobody knows where he
Nobody
is. They did
knows
the
where's
whole
Thabo
DNA test.
Bester.
So many questions. Firstly,
Many.
because people said, hey, we're spotting the guy, the investigation came. Then they went and said they did the DNA test or whatever. Then the prison said, but he escaped.
Exactly.
Not yesterday, not last week. Then this death happened.
happened in May.
This death happened then, past tense, last year. People were still
There's a
more
lot
COVID.
of questions.
And that's how he got out, because COVID. He had a mask on. That's how he got out. Anyway, but isn't there security? There's more cameras.
There's cameras, Dugald. There's just too many questions. There's too many unanswered questions here. There's just something in the air that just doesn't sound right. And he was connected, eh?
He was
This
connected.
guy was connected.
That's
so
bro,
I
but
think he could have done this.
listen, Rhoda, this is he's glad. Apparently he scammed like a private company. He chartered planes for 500k. He's warm. Nah, this bra is warm.
Smooth operator.
So there's going to be a movie at some point. No, this is a movie because this is a Hollywood story.
This is a Hollywood story. I'm sorry.
You like the evilest evil. You go to a private facility. Nice.
Exactly.
Right?
Running your business, by
Fire,
the way.
but-
Running your business from there.
From the prison.
From the prison, yeah, the media company was running.
Nice.
Very nice.
From the prison, then they cook somebody else, fry him, which and this is why this
It's
is
a
all
brilliant
controversial.
movie. I think you need to be the director of this movie.
Yes, and I would like Kanye West to play the lead. I would like Kanye West
We can sign him up
to play the lead. Yeah. Or his name, what's his name? Yay. I want Yay to play the West. Because I'll ask him, are you okay with that? Yay. That's all he says now. I would like him to play the lead for
That
Tabo
will be
Bester.
very interesting.
Yo, no man.
No, this was Hollywood.
This is a bizarre story,
It
people.
was.
And it is true. By all accounts, it's true. I know we're making
is
light of it
true.
to some extent.
Yeah,
It is a
statement
sad
came
story.
out, eh? Yeah. The
It is a
document
sad
came
story,
out.
though.
Yeah.
But so what I'm saying is, if you see a man that don't look like Kanye West, and he's walking around with a mask, and he smells like dry
It's Tabo
with
Bester.
Hugo Boss, because apparently he got money.
It's Tabo Bester.
Yeah, have a look. You got to be on your because this bike can be anywhere now. He's gone. He apparently, they got to the house. He left a 1.5. I don't know how true this is. 1.5 million rand watch
What?
because they had to leave in a rush.
Gee whiz.
So there's another clue. He doesn't know the time. I'm just saying.
Stupid again.
What does he even say there? Why do you stay in prison when the door's wide open? It's exactly that. Did nobody watch the cameras?
Nobody.
Huh?
Oh my
How do you not
word.
see somebody go out? Why are the fires on?
Exactly.
So if this all so imagine now, like in a movie, the fire's on now, everybody run to the fire. That was now the distraction, the decoy. See, I picked that up, that word.
I
The
see.
decoy, I've done this before. And then you, Chikela, out by the back door. Bye-bye. Thanks for coming,
Gosh,
right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Surely, a private, you know, government prisons have cameras everywhere.
Yeah.
Do you know, the cameras are so sophisticated, they pick up sound. We're talking like that infrared.
Yeah.
The private, nuts.
You can open the door and they walk out.
And then they knew the guy. And also, if they only discovered that Oak was dead, assumed it was him, fair enough, then they must have to go dig up the bones.
They had to go dig up.
Or did they do a DNA sample on the corpse there already? Or
There's a
whatever.
lot of questions, Dugald.
I don't know if you can
A
even do
lot.
that.
We need to do this movie. I still say
Yeah.
you need
So
to be
check,
the
it's
director.
coming out. Escape from prison via Facebook. Kanye West in the
Kanye
lead.
West in the main actor.
Yeah. I'll do the voice for the trailer. Tonight, Kanye West. Yay. Idiot. Another idiot, sorry. If you like his songs, well done.
Oh gosh,
Anyway.
Dugald.
That's all I have
Make me
time
laugh.
for. I wanted to talk about Putin as well because that's going to be. Listen, sorry, this is a soap drama that is about to unfold big. You remember Umar al-Bashir or whatever, the ICC international arrest warrant came to South Africa and we went like, well, it's more like a guideline. So now with Putin, there's his official invitation has been extended because of BRICS summit later this year. The ICC has now done a international arrest warrant. So South African government's getting. It's going to be an interesting soap opera. Watch that one.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know how it.
I was all gonna.
But there's
See
so
when he
many
gets here.
horrible stories as well. The good story though, and the story of the week is the Proteas, man, and that is definitely a story. I think it's the
making
best story
Dugald's
for the
day.
whole of the month.
Yeah.
That is
He was very
outstanding.
excited when he walked in.
Regardless of what happens tomorrow night, just because of what.
Just
happened.
because of what happened. the week.
Proteas, outstanding. Well done, you guys. Well done. Bat and ball. What we need is send them around the Bloemfontein area, maybe Sandton area. Go and look because they can eat balls. They see Tabo Bester. That's all I'm saying.
Good
Is that
night,
it?
Oh, wait. I see Hubert's got something to say again before we end off. So I think let's just give him the last opportunity to say something there. If you guys got it there.
What does he say?
Yeah, on a serious note.
He who opens a school door closes a prison.
Opens a school door,
Closes a prison.
That's true.
Education.
On a serious note.
That is a serious note.
Definitely.
That's way
Thank
too
you,
serious.
Hubert. That is way too serious. We should have censored that one.
Listen, that wraps up the show. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and share this. Thank you very much to Hubert who came on as well and explained some of the items and things that the BAC does, Business Against Crime. And of course, we wish them well with all the amazing initiatives. And we reflected on some of their bizarre stories really,
that's happening.
to be honest. And of course, we look forward to next week because we're going to be back. We've got some more exciting shows coming your way. And we're going to be talking to movers and shakers and people who make it happen. And definitely the stories you want to know and the stories that inspire. That is what Mahala Monday is all about. So what you got to do. So tonight was a bit of a different vibe, but you definitely got to like and share this. And yeah. So from me, who's still the same age, unlike this one, the last time you saw her.
I'm a day younger. Good night, everybody. Have a lovely evening further.
Cheers, bye.